This is something that probably shaped me a little bit.
Okay. What? Samir. Samir.
Well, times were good back then.
I did win, and it was very exciting. Yeah.
It pisses me off how people are pissed about it.
Yes, me too.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, my God. Bro, I'm scared, dude. Oh, my God.
Oh my God, Samir.
Let me call her. That's fucking embarrassing. She's at dinner.
Wow. Happy belated birthday,
you.
Bona.
Happy birthday, Bona.
Samir forgot just now until
Enjoy your
his
dinner.
wife reminded him.
Hey. But I knew about it like all day yesterday. Like, it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, before I forget. So, you know how you correlate? Like, you always do this. You'll, like, I think we talked about it before where you're like, 7 looks like red.
Oh, right.
Or something like that,
Yeah.
you know, or
Or
whatever.
like math is red.
Or what's red?
Like math is red.
Math
or
is
math
red,
is
right.
blue or
right,
whatever.
Right, and when you did the folders for school or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just saw something on Instagram. I didn't want you to see it, but this guy was like, 4 times 6 seems like, when I think of 4 times 6, 24, that seems like hills.
Okay.
And like rolling hills and like, they didn't say this. That's how I
No,
look
you're
at
thinking that,
24, you know? And then he was saying like anything times 9, it's like rigid or like gray.
Yeah.
Or something, you know?
No,
or,
I totally understand.
you know?
That. Yeah.
So I was just wondering if you ever thought of like, what would you call like, or they start off by saying 7 times 3. It's like, that's perfect.
7
times
3?
Ooh. Yeah, it hits.
Ooh,
it
yeah,
hits,
yeah.
you know?
Something about it.
You
Yeah.
know it's 21.
Uh-huh.
You don't even gotta know.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Yeah.
That 7 times 3 is 21.
Oh my God,
you know?
that's so true. I can't think of anything specifically now, but I definitely do that. And I'm so specific about numbers. Like, I loved the number 79 when I was in high school. Like, every time I'd be like
79.
yeah,
That's random.
for some reason. I don't know why the 7 and the 9 to me just like, I would always be like, what? Like, I've done this 79 times, or like I would just always say 79.
Right.
I think I like, it's weird because sometimes I like odd numbers, but sometimes I like the odd numbers that seem even. So like I like 9 a lot.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Well, 19 is my lucky number, so you're saying like 19 is even because like 9 and 1 is like
No.
10? Or?
No. Because okay, think about how.
Wait, how is 9?
I don't. To me, 9 seems even. Like
because like 333.
Yes, like 333 or like 6 plus.
Oh,
3. I don't.
what would you call that? Wouldn't you call that?
It's just divisible. Like 9
it
is
can be
divisible by 3.
broken down.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. There's something
like 7 can't be divided.
Like there's some numbers that just like are odd. Like 5. 5 is an odd number to
right,
me.
5, 7,
you know?
17.
Yeah,
I
like
get what you're
stuff
saying.
like that. But like for
Right.
some reason, like just the number 9, I like.
Like 15 is even to you. It's obviously not.
Yeah.
But like in your head, because it could be 5 divided by 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm really articulating.
I think I
what
get
I'm
what
trying
you're
to say.
saying because
But
like
yeah.
5 and 7,
There's
17.
And then there's
those
like,
are odd.
yeah.
You can't divide 17 to an even number. Like you can't cut 17 in half.
Right.
And it be an even number.
Yeah. And it's not just that though. I don't know. I can't really even.
No.
Yeah. But no, that is it for sure.
Part of it.
Yeah. And
right.
like because okay, also like when you use your hands to do, like when you multiply by 9, you know how you can use your hands.
Love that shit.
Love it so much. So like the number 9 like is just like convenient, and I feel like even
Yeah.
numbers are convenient. So maybe that's why I like that number.
Okay.
But no, I definitely do that. I'm gonna try to think of some maybe
As
whatever
we go along.
as we
Right.
go along. But yeah. And by the way, you might be thinking like, oh, I accidentally started this in the middle of the podcast. No, that's not true.
I like it. The way we just did it.
yeah. Samir just started talking about something, and then we just recorded and kept going. But welcome back, episode 37. We have some facts. We're back to our fact checking days. So I'll try to go through these relatively quickly.
Okay.
So Superman running the opposite direction. So remember how we're talking about how he went back in time? Or I said he ran around the Earth, but he flew around the Earth,
Right.
actually.
Right.
So there seems to be like a debate online about this, actually. But I'm going to read just a couple quotes from people. And I couldn't find any like scientific evidence on this. Obviously, it's from a comic book. But so they were all like those like Reddit websites and where people like comment, you know? So
They're just having fun with it.
yeah. So it says Superman wasn't exerting a force on the Earth because when you watch it, and it's from Superman from 1978, it looks like the Earth is spinning in the opposite direction, or like he's moving the Earth as he's spinning. He was actually flying fast enough to go back in time, faster than light, I guess, comic book physics. The Earth changed directions because we were watching time run backwards as he traveled. It didn't actually have anything to do with the direction he was flying. And then it says another one to confirm that. He flies around the Earth faster than the speed of light. Because he's traveling faster than light, he is able to travel back in time. Thus, he isn't spinning the Earth backwards. We're simply just seeing it going the other way because it's reversing. So I guess to confirm that I did have that in my head because of that movie. I've never watched it before either.
No.
Also, the graphics in it are whack. I watched like a clip on YouTube, and I know it's 1978, but
It's cartoon?
No.
Live action.
Live action, yeah. And obviously it's 1978, so they're not going to be great, but I just don't get how people watched movies back then and were just like, this is a good movie. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays,
what's that one movie
so
that's always like on every top 3?
I don't know.
Like if you look up like on IMDb, like it's on like any top 100 list, but it's top 3. It's that old ass fucking movie.
Should we try to look that up?
Yeah, we should look that up real quick. Type like top 10 movies of all time, and it'll be top 5 guaranteed.
Okay.
It's gonna be like
Okay.
Casablanca.
Oh, Casablanca.
Casablanca. When did that come out?
Let's see. Casablanca.
And I want to watch
1942.
1942. So that's not like that fucking. Wait.
1978.
When this even old? 1978. So yeah, like want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously good.
Yeah.
If it's on every fucking list.
Yeah.
But just can't.
I know.
You know, can't
well,
watch
I
like
actually,
a little preview or
when
like a
I
snippet.
when I had COVID this past month, you guys were away and I had COVID. And I was just like so upset because all my friends were hanging out and I was really sad. So I'm like, let me just watch movies that I've never watched, and I've been on my list. So I watched Casablanca.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fine.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing special.
Yeah, nothing special. You know how like old movies like that, the acting is a little different,
Right.
and it's like
For sure.
where you been? Blah, 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 blah. You know how like you talk like that. So I mean, yeah, it was good. It was fine. I don't think I'd ever be like, let's watch Casablanca. You know,
Right,
if somebody wants to watch it, sure, I'll watch it with them. But it's never
That's
gonna
more
be
of like on your own type thing.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's.
When did
fine.
that movie 12 Angry Men come out?
I don't even know what that is.
Because I know Rob watched it on the plane. That's one of my favorite movies too.
12.
12 Angry.
What?
12 Angry Men. Yeah, that's
19.
That's
Well, there's two. There's one in 97 and one in
the
57.
original one. The original one.
1957. Yeah.
That one's the shit. So I guess that's the old movie that I love.
It's just really interesting how you just watch, if you watch old movies, because I used to watch them with Tusha all the time. Like, she'd watch those black and white, like, cowboy movies.
You guys watch Three Stooges?
Well, Three Stooges we used to watch in like as like a family. We used to love Three Stooges, and we used to all play a character on Three Stooges. Me, Beta, and
I
Robert.
remember that. Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah, and my
We've talked about
grandma
this.
like tells the story to this day.
She
about
would
how
laugh like so.
So I would like smack Robert, or I'd be like, "How many fingers am I holding up?"
And then,
2. Bing. Yeah. So like I would do that to them, and Robert was always curly. I was always Mo, and Beta was always hairy.
It's
Or
funny.
no,
He was always Curly because Curly's the best one. He's
Curly's
the funniest.
the bald one. Yeah. And then what? There's Curly, Larry, and Mo.
Yeah, and then there's a fourth though. It's Curly, Larry, and Mo, but there's like a fourth guy too.
Isn't there? Didn't he just like switch with somebody though? I thought he was.
And had the same name?
Yeah.
It's possible.
Possible.
It's possible.
Another fact check in our fact check. But,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, no, Three Stooges, like that's comedy. That is so funny.
Yeah,
That's like that.
the best.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
I got one quick fact check, and maybe I'll be able to cross this off your list.
Yeah.
Alex, that piece of shit, he thinks he has the right
Oh.
to text me.
Oh.
Separately giving me a fact check. You don't have the right yet.
Not yet, buddy.
But no, he was like, did you just call Genghis Khan Chinese? Which I did. But he's Mongolian, which I knew.
Okay.
Because I actually had this conversation like a couple days before we filmed,
Uh-huh.
and I was saying, "Oh, like that Mongolian emperor." You know?
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, so that wasn't on my list. I didn't even
Oh
think
no,
to, I didn't even
okay,
think
yeah,
to question
he
it.
fact-checked me.
That's how
And
little
he also
emperors I
wanted
know.
me. He's like, make fun of me or something on there, you know. So
Oh, okay, so he
that's
asked
why I
for
said
it.
that. Yeah, I'm
got
not
it,
just
I
hoeing
got
him.
it. Okay, so my next fact check is, are All Stars dead? So I was completely fucking off. Most of the articles I read said probably not. Using our knowledge of the death rate in the entire Milky Way, the death rate for visible stars works out about 1 star every 10,000 years or so. Given that all those stars are closer than 4,000 light years, it is unlikely, though not possible, that any of them are already dead. About the stars that we look at in the sky.
Right.
So yeah. Okay, Julius Caesar. So we were trying to think of the word emperor. I think I said it, but we never really confirmed that's what the word we were thinking of. So he was a dictator, obviously. His first name was Gaius Julius Caesar, and he was obviously a Roman general and statesman. And he led the Roman armies in the Gallic War. I don't know, whatever. But I wanted to talk about how he was dictator from 49 BC to 44 BC when he was assassinated, and he died when he was 55. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like,
He was only ruler for 5 years.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
He was only emperor for 5 years.
Emperor, ruler, dictator, they all mean the same thing, don't they?
But it's crazy how you just said from the year it went the opposite way.
I know, it's so unnerving.
I had to
me.
think about it. I was like, did she get that right?
I
was
hate
like, no, she
it.
did.
Yeah. I don't like that about the BC. It makes me so, obviously I know what it is, but every time I say it, I'm like, I don't like that. Okay, so Open Sesame. There's actually a debate online about whether or not it's Open Sesame or Open Sesame. And it's like, I was looking it up and everyone's like, no, it comes from this. It's like an Arabic story. And a lot of people
So
say,
we know why people think it's sesame.
Yeah.
Open sesame. So the sesame part, people actually think it's like.
People think that in that story, they actually say sesame. Okay. So I don't know. It's a debate, and you can believe whatever you want. So I'm gonna just believe sesame.
Yeah,
because
I'm gonna
it's
stick
more
with sesame
fun.
seeds.
It's more funner. Okay, so you know that French word? This is just kind of like it's funny because it's so Bader Meinhof, and I feel like this happens so much whenever we talk about something on the podcast. I'll hear it like the next day or like whatever, it'll come up. That French word, the arrondissements or whatever.
Yeah.
The districts or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to Armchair Expert yesterday, and that word came up on it. And he was like, what is that French word that for whatever they call literally the conversation that we were having they had. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
so weird how that happens.
See?
It's just weird. But anyway.
Yeah, arrondissement.
Arrondissements. Let me see. Maybe I'm gonna
Nicolette knows how to say it the right way.
Arrondissements. I didn't fact check that. I thought it was
it's cool.
Weird how that it was literally like, I'm like, that's how I've never heard that word in my life.
Why did they bring it up?
I don't remember. I don't know. I think that they were saying like a word that sounded like it, and he was like, oh, like the word from French, and he was like, yeah. And he said arrondissements. I'm like, that's what Samir said the other day. Okay, so that's basically it for the fact check. So I just have a bunch of random shit to talk about.
Okay,
that
sweet.
Came up on my mind while we were apart. One of them is, okay, so I want you to, do you have any, I think we were talking about when we were in the piazza, and I was like, we're having such a human experience or human moments. And maybe I should have asked you this before, but do you have any human moments that you've seen or that you've been a part of or witnessed that and you can think about this because I do have one.
Okay.
That's to this day, it's one of my favorite interactions I've ever seen in my life. So when we were in Chicago for Nicolette's bachelorette party, we were sitting with all those girls, and I think it was after Tao, the day after, so all of us were pretty tired, and we're still upbeat and happy, but we're just kind of more chill. Yeah. And we're at dinner, and it's all of us girls. It's in a small Italian restaurant, and then there's a table of 6 people to our left, okay? And they are having the times of their lives, and they're just laughing their ass off, okay? And I'm just staring at them. I'm staring at them. Beatrice is staring at them. Liz is staring at them. We can't take our eyes off of these people because to me, it's when you are fading out of a homey movie or like a feel good movie, this is what would be in like the house of the window of like, you know what I'm saying? So it's two younger people, which I assume is a couple, and then two couples of older people. So I'm assuming it's their parents, you know?
Okay.
And one of the guys is telling them a story, and they are all just cracking up, like crying, laughing louder than I've ever heard anybody out in public laughing. And it's like not like a restaurant where like people are yelling at you. Yeah, right. You know? And I'm just crying laughing because they're laughing. And like I hear them say like, yeah, and he was like Dr. blah, blah, blah. And while he was telling stories, so like I looked him up. I found him on Google and I was like, I love this man. I don't know his name anymore. But I was just thinking about, I love when you can separate, or not separate, but really just like look at humans in like their purest form, you know? Right. And those moments to me like make me so happy. Like you can think of politics, you can think of like war, you can think of all these like shitty things that happen every single day in our lives, and then you can just like think about moments like that, and it's just so special. It makes it so much more like, that's what we were made for, like to interact like that, you know what I'm saying? And you probably don't have like anything specific, but that was just on my list, and
I'm sure I do, but yeah, like I can't think of anything right now.
Yeah, I know Beta and Liz will know what I'm talking about. I don't know who else was at the table, but and I think about like even us, like when we're just like all together and we're all like laughing and we're not thinking about anything and we're just like living amongst each other. Right. It's so, it just feels so good. And you don't even know that it feels that good until you can be like the outsider of it, you know? And watching other people do it. And I don't know. I just thought about that. Well, I was like, I don't know. I think I'm
I do love like people watching and like, I don't know, this isn't like a feel good, but like I remember we were in like, when we were in Ireland, I forgot where the fuck we were. There was me and Nicolette were just dying laughing because like there was this like couple, like they almost looked like druggies. They kind of were. And they were just making out hardcore, like, and not like, it's not like a club scene where we're at. Like you can go in Dublin and like it's like the bar, like one street's like lit, and like if you see someone making out there at fucking 1 a.m, okay, whatever, everyone's partying, getting drunk. But this is like broad daylight, like there's water over there. I forgot where we were, but anyways, and like I'm like because we were going in to eat lunch, and I'm like when we come out, they're still gonna fucking be there, like making out, and them two were just enjoying it, and it's like everyone's like sober. It's not like I don't know why they're making out so hard, like groping each other and shit, but.
No, that's so funny. I know, but people watching is the best, especially when you're in Europe, because there's so many people from all over when you're in Europe, and it's so interesting to see the different cultures and dynamics and clashes. Right. I saw a ton of people just like making out randomly in the middle of the street. I'm like, damn, everyone's just in love. Yeah. No, I love people watching. I'm trying to think because I know that I was watching somebody do something in Italy and like crying, laughing, but I can't think of what it was. But whatever, we can move on. Okay, so I have a lot of like throwback things on my list, and I'm wondering if you remember any of them. Okay. One of them is, do you remember, this was like a little trend, and we did it to my cousin Giovanna, and it's kind of evil, but it was like the prank that you would have somebody sit in a chair, and you're going to be like...
Never done it, always wanted to do it.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Have a picture... Is it the picture without them? Yeah. And then after, have them sit down and pretend like they're no longer there or whatever. Yeah.
Well, oh my God. No. Actually, I think this is separate. This is a separate thing. That one was funny too.
Because that's kind of newer. I was going to say.
Yeah, that one's newer.
That much of a throwback.
This one is, so you have somebody sit in a chair and you just put a blanket over them. And you say like, I'm going to make this person disappear. And you do it in front of like a large group of people. Okay. And so you go whatever, abracadabra, and you take off the blanket, and everyone freaks out, like, oh my God. Everyone's in on the joke, you know? But then it makes like that person like freak out, like, you're just joking, right? And like they'll come up to the people like, you can see me, right? And they're like, oh my God, like
look past them.
Yeah, and be like, and they're like, oh my God, they're gone. Can you believe it? Where are you? Scream. We did it to my cousin Giovanna, and she was like hysterically crying. No. So yeah, and if you look it up, like trends like all over, or if you look up the trend, it's always like a younger kid, like boy or girl, and they're making them literally cry hysterically. Like pranks like that to me are so funny. Love that shit, or like I saw something, it was like and somebody's like, I miss simple pranks, or like it was like this guy there at like amusement park, and he would go and walk in between and hold his like somebody's hand. So people are walking together, and we'd hold the hand of like the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then just like walk with him.
And you'll think it's his girlfriend.
And
or
then they would
whatever.
just like
Yeah.
walk for like
Yeah.
forever until he realized that, oh my God, this isn't him or her or whatever it might be. But okay.
Yeah, I love silly shit like that.
And okay, another throwback thing. Oh, I watched this movie on a plane. It was Dear God, Can You Hear Me? It's Me, Margaret, or something like, or God, Are You There? It's Me, Margaret. I highly recommend it for whoever, but I think girls will like it more than boys. I was watching it and they're like in 6th grade, 7th grade, whatever, and they're in music class and they're square dancing, and it literally took me back to 3rd grade. Did you do this when you had to in your school special of music
Square dancing?
and you had to learn how to square dance? You don't remember this?
Can't remember if I did or didn't.
You don't. How can you not remember? You never learned how to square
I
dance?
don't think so.
Oh my! It was like a month-long thing where they would bring us in to music, and you would have to learn how to square dance, and you would have a partner, and then you would literally go like do-si-do and link up arms, and like I'm just like, why?
The only time I can remember doing that is like 5th grade camp. And like when you're doing the YMCA bullshit.
No,
I remember doing, I don't know, like
when you link arms.
when you link arms.
I don't
like
know what
5th
you're
grade
talking
camp.
about. What do you mean?
You never went to 5th grade camp?
No, like in school camp or what?
Yeah, school camp, like where you go for the weekend, like horseback riding and shit. You never did that?
No.
No? Yeah, that dude. Then you missed out. Fuck
Where
the
was
square
it?
Dancing.
Where was it?
God, I don't know. I don't know where we went. We went somewhere where it's like cabins and like, okay, so.
It's not Camp Tamarack, is it?
I don't know. Explain it. Is there like a mess hall where like,
I don't know.
is it like a lodge kind of?
I don't know.
Okay.
No.
I can't remember where it is. This is 5th grade. I don't fucking know. My mom signed the thing and I fucking went.
There's one that starts with a G, but I think that's like a religious camp. We had to go
If
there
I
for
look
cheer.
into it, it felt a little religious.
Did it?
But it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. But I remember they were like, all right, everybody, like at one point, I think, or like everybody like prayed or whatever. And I remember sitting like, I'm not about to pray.
Yeah,
I'm
how is that
Muslim or some
allowed?
shit. I don't know. But it wasn't like,
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't religious.
Okay, so you rode
but it was like,
horses?
I felt a little bit. But anyways, but no, you horseback riding. And like, yeah, like we would go with all the kids in the class.
And it was an overnight
teachers,
camp.
Overnight, 2 nights.
Your teachers
It would be like
go
Friday,
with
Saturday,
you.
Sunday. We'd come home Sunday.
So was it like, okay, so was this not during the summer? This was during the school
This was
year?
during the school year. Yeah, during the school year. Winter. It was like cold. It was like
It was cool.
right before winter. It was like fall.
Okay.
It was like fall.
What's
I remember real quick. What was what?
like, I just don't get how, you Warren Consolidated Schools, right? That's
Yeah,
where you-
fuck yeah. Angus Elementary. I used to walk to school. But anyways, I'll never forget. So Mr. Hemi was my teacher, and Mr. Rubish was like the other 5th grade teacher. He was like the cool one and shit. I never really fucked with him because I was always an athlete,
Mhm.
but he never showed me love like on the playground. For real, I'll
Okay.
fuck everybody up on the basketball court, football field, whatever we played. But for when we would do he would do this game where, the game where like jackpot almost. Or like he would throw the ball up as high as he can, and if you catch it, you get like 1,000 points. And if you like collect 10,000 points or whatever,
Okay.
you get like he buys you an ice cream or some shit,
Okay.
whatever, right? But he just never showed me like I would kill it, and like I don't know, he was like a hater kind of, and I'm in 5th grade, right? But anyways, but no, so I'll never forget. This is something that probably shaped me a little bit.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, not really,
Uh-huh.
but I think about it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's probably one of those things.
Yeah.
So like, you got your best friends in the class,
Mhm.
but I'm friends with like everybody.
Right.
So I'm friends with like the troublemakers, the sports guys, the nerds, the fucking whatever, right? I'm
Mhm.
like the middle of the pack guys. I'm friends with everybody.
Yeah.
So when they're picking groups that you sleep with on this camp trip, we picked them before we went on the trip, say the week before or whatever, right? So they'd say like select one person, select like 3 people where one of them you kind of gotta be with them.
Okay.
Like your best friend or whatever, right? Like select 3, so you're guaranteed to be with one
somebody
almost.
that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but there was like I forgot what they called it, but it was like the bad boy cabin,
Okay.
something like that, or like the tough guy cabin or some shit like that,
Oh,
right?
okay. Wait, who called us this? The kids or the teachers?
The teachers. But it
Okay.
was so not bad boy, but like maybe tough guy or like scary, whatever. Because
Okay.
like everyone was like in the lodge, right? Where like the girls' room was across from the boys. But
Right.
Like 10 boys are here, 10 boys are here, 10 boys are there, or whatever. And then like 10 girls there, 10 girls there, whatever,
Mhm.
right? So they're calling it all off, and like 5 of 8 of my closest friends are in the fucking
Bad guys.
the
Bad,
tough boy,
the tough
the
boys.
tough guy category,
Okay,
you know?
tough guy category.
And then I'm in the fucking. Granted, I was with my other close
Weenie Hut
friends,
Junior.
who I actually ended up staying friends with. Like, there's some of the ones that I was with
Uh-huh.
are still some of my friends to this day. We keep in touch.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
the other ones I really don't keep in touch with.
The one from the
So
tough.
the teachers knew what they were doing,
Yeah.
you know, at the same time. But like, I remember I was so fucking pissed
you
that
weren't in the tough
because
guys.
that one was like, you're actually in a cabin alone, away from,
Right.
and then they were doing shit like coming and scaring
Yeah.
everybody like in the middle of the night type thing, you know, while we're just in our fucking bunk beds. And they're trying to scare us. I'm like, look at these assholes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pissed about it.
That's so funny.
You know what I
I
mean?
would be pissed too, though.
But no, we played it was like a bunch of horseback riding. Like, we did like some canoe shit.
Uh-huh.
Like games, like fall games, like where like
I'm jealous.
like activities.
Yeah.
And then you would have to like the group that you'd sleep with, you'd come up with skits.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and if I think really hard, I could probably remember more skits, but the one that always sticks in my mind is the tough guy one.
Okay.
It was fucking hilarious.
What'd they do?
So what it was like they set the stage where they're like in a desert and like dying for water.
Mhm.
Okay. And then they put the glass of water like all the way at the end. And they're all like crawling, and I'm sure they're making comments or whatever, but they're all crawling like dying to get to the water. Say like the 8 or 10 of them, whatever. And then one passes out, one passes out, one passes out, one passes out. And then the last guy gets there. It was Vlad.
Okay.
But now he's a pilot.
Okay.
That's my dog. And he gets there, and everyone's thinking he's going to drink it.
Right.
But he pulls out a comb, dips it, and starts fixing his hair.
That
know?
is so.
And I'll never forget. I'm like, that was
funny.
fucking hilarious.
That
That's a great
is so.
skit.
They came up with that by themselves.
Maybe the teacher did. You know, who knows?
Oh my
But,
gosh.
you
What
know.
do you remember? What your skit was?
God, I don't remember. I have no fucking idea. It was probably something silly.
Wow.
I could kind of picture us like standing there doing it, but I wouldn't remember like the story or whatever. You know, that one was simple enough to like remember.
Do you
You're dying
remember
for
if
water
you
and
were?
you
Do
go.
you remember if you were scared to do it or not, or were you one of those kids that was like,
No, I wasn't. Back then, I didn't give a fuck.
No.
No, when I was younger in school shit, like elementary, middle school, high school, I wasn't really like shied for class, but college, I couldn't get up and present.
Really?
College, I couldn't get, because I don't know anybody.
Yeah. That's
I could
weird.
do it in front of people I know, you know?
Yeah.
And people will tell you, which I'm sure you probably cross your mind, like, you're better off doing it in front of people you don't know,
Yeah.
because they're going to fucking forget about it. They
Yeah.
don't know who you are. They don't care. Like, you'd rather sing in a crowd of people you don't know, because
then they're
you're
gonna,
never going to
yeah.
talk to them again. You're never going to see them again. But your friends, they'll remember, you fucking
Yeah.
embarrassed yourself.
Well, because
or
somebody
whatever.
holds weight where somebody else doesn't. Yeah.
Right, but college, I told you, I would drop classes.
Yeah, if you had
When
to
I get
present.
the syllabus, and it'd be like, 3 presentations, boop, drop it. Get my money back, because if you drop it within a week,
Yeah, you get your money back.
you get
Yeah,
your money
yeah,
back, you know?
Yeah.
So I'd make sure, just give me the syllabus. Email that shit to me. Get it to
That's
me.
so funny.
And then I would never sign up for another class. So I'd be like, I'd sign up for 4.
Yeah. And then
If I have to drop 2, I'm taking 2 classes that semester. If I have to drop
Oh.
1, it was always like 1 or 2. So I'd always have either like 2 or 3 classes that semester.
like every class is
One
gonna
semester, I
make you
remember I had
present.
4. And I had to present because it was like an English class or some shit I needed. Never used it, you know, but whatever.
It's so funny. Yeah, I have no real fears presenting. I think I get shaky a little bit in the beginning, and then once I start, I'm like,
Right.
good
Public
to go.
speaking, I don't like.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to sleepaway camp. What a freaking field trip! I'm so jealous.
Oh yeah, the shit, and
I'm
like you
so
obviously got
jealous.
crushes, so like
Yeah, like you get
she
to go to
going and she go, like, you know.
Wow.
Then when you go like to the big hall and like you're so we're like on a big ass campground, so like.
Mhm.
So it's like, all right, guys, we're all walking to the breakfast. So it'd take like 15 minutes to walk to the mess hall, I guess you'd call it. It'd be all the 5th graders from other schools. There'd be like 10 other schools there.
Oh my gosh.
So then like, don't remember anything. I just remember there was one girl that God knows her name, God knows what school, whatever. Who knows? I hope she's alive somewhere, married, happy. But fucking, I remember. And then like when they would do a whole thing where like everyone's dancing or whatever. I'd run and like
Go
by
by.
her, you know. But like it'd be like a cross, like the other side, you know. But yeah, the big ass like mess hall cafeteria area.
I wish I could see you as a little baby boy.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I was a shrimp too. I was a fucking shrimp.
What? Okay, I imagine you were wearing like basketball shorts and then like a really big white t-shirt. I don't know why.
Maybe that's more middle school.
Like I just
That's middle school.
just
me.
imagine you like just running around.
Middle school. That's middle school me. Baggy shorts, sneakers, and I would I'd always go to TJ Maxx, and TJ Maxx always had jerseys, NBA jerseys for like cheap, and they were like almost real. Like
Yeah.
they were like good ones.
Yeah.
You know, like the ones where
With the symbol,
with
the
but it's
logo,
popping out.
the logo one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where, you know, where it's like sewed on rather than like printed on. You
Yeah.
know? And then so I would have like I'll just rotate jerseys, like 6th grade, Iverson jersey, Carmelo jersey, boom, 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 boom. You know,
Yeah.
that's all I did.
It's so funny.
Maybe Carmelo was later, 2003. No, yeah. Denver Nuggets blue one. That was my favorite one because made my eyes pop and shit.
Did you actually register that it did or no? Did you?
At the time, no, but I just knew I liked blue. Blue was my favorite color. But yeah,
I always wanted to go to like a sleepaway camp so bad, but I didn't even think that they were like actually real. Like
yeah.
like obviously,
Nicolette had a 5th grade camp. I don't know if she went, but I know her school had it because we've talked about it. Can't remember if she went though. Nicolette, did you go to 5th grade camp? Did you go to 5th grade camp? But you had it though, right?
she's coming.
Yeah, she's coming.
You
Oh, you had 6th grade camp.
was it Camp Tamarack?
No, it changed like my year to a different camp.
Was it with a G?
Was there like a mess hall? And then like
It was
damn it.
Sleepaway? No, it wasn't
Oh, was it
Sleepaway.
Sleepaway? Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
and
whack.
okay, I
You
think
guys are much younger than me though. Like,
We
we were
are.
at the time where like you were allowed to do shit. Like
yeah. I think okay.
I'm serious.
I
mean, 5-6 years is a big difference.
you old as hell. I think that you might have still gone to Camp Tamarack because I went to Camp Tamarack too, and ours changed that year. Like we didn't get to do like the city and like the jail. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, never mind.
That must be different then. I don't remember a jail or a city.
Yeah, no, because Camp Tamarack used to be.
That sounds like where they went in rock band. What's the show with
Oh, Camp
the
Rock.
Joneses? Camp Rock.
Rock band.
Camp Rock. I love I love the meme, the Instagram video where the Kardashians
Kardashians
are
are in the
walking in the woods.
No, they're just standing
No,
there,
Camp Rock.
and then I love, dude. That movie is really something.
It's the reason I don't think I've ever watched it, but
you-
I love the fucking movie because it's so cringy.
Yeah.
That girl,
Yeah, Mitchie, but Demi.
Demi, bro.
Yeah. No, like why was her name Mitchie? What the heck? What kind of name is Mitchie?
Yeah.
No, it's such a funny movie.
I just saw another one recently where the Jonas brother, the big shot one, Joe, he's like, he has like the hat. He's like, grab a hat, grab a cap, and
and grab a mic.
grab a cap, grab a mic, follow me if you can.
Yeah.
You know, I watched it like 6 times. That's why I know he said, follow me if you can. I caught that on the last time I watched it, you know, because first I thought he just said, follow me. But then I realized he's follow me if you can,
Oh my
like
God.
if you could keep up.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so.
And everyone's
funny.
like running, and everyone puts the cap on.
Yeah.
But he didn't put the cap on.
He didn't?
No, and it pissed me off.
Are
I'm
you
like,
sure?
100%. He had it in his back pocket, folded up in his back. Like, who fucking rolls up? I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I get it if you're like a construction worker, like you roll up your
Yeah.
cap, you have it in your back pocket. Oh, you're cool as shit. Your hands are dirty.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
no.
like this guy, dude, fucking dude.
Oh
I need
my
to watch that movie.
It's so
I need to watch
it's
it.
so funny. It's so funny now that when you rewatch it now.
And then I love the piano one. I've practically watched the movie because of all the TikToks.
you
But fucking,
no, I'm dead
I
at what your
love-
FYP is. Like the fact that your For You page is pulling up the Jonas or
Dude,
Camp Rock
love
is
it,
hilarious.
bro.
Wait, what piano one though?
And it's funny because my Instagram For You page, it's all Indian.
Yeah, like Bollywood.
Love Bollywood, bro. Love Bollywood. And it's funny because like the paparazzi, I'll send you like funny videos, but I don't send you the other ones that come up that are actually funny, but they're not meant to be funny.
Yeah.
It's like where Like just the actresses and like the actors, and they all stop and like pose. I don't know. Do you ever come across that?
No.
I'll send a couple.
Yeah.
I'll send a couple.
I don't come across any of that stuff unless you send it to me.
And that, yeah.
But what Camp Rock piano are you talking
The piano where the girl, so not Demi Lovato, but her friend, the other girl, who's also like a Disney person. She was like on other shows.
Oh, Allison Stone.
Allison Stone.
She's really good.
But then, yeah, she's really good. And then everyone's like, damn, she thought she ate.
She's like,
Yeah, it doesn't sound good at all.
it's so
Horrible,
funny.
absolutely horrible.
She's really good.
Put a good beat on there. She's faking it anyways. Like, it's already fake.
Yeah.
Put a dope beat.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you told her you have to train to drop something hot,
I'm crying.
then that'd be different. Like,
Oh,
that's the best she could do. They only gave her 2 weeks to prepare. But it's fake.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know what else is funny in that movie is when she's like the mean girl. She goes like this. You have to do. I'm doing the WEML, and she's like, whatever, major loser. And she's like, really, Tess? Whatever, major loser? That is so last year. And everyone's like,
Oh,
ooh.
yeah.
Oh, Camp Rock. Ugh. No, what other good camp movies like Parent Trap? Like,
Parent Trap, forget about it.
that is
That's
the
the
camp.
shit.
Like that is the camp you want
That's
to
the
get
ultimate
sent
camp,
to.
yeah.
Like, oh my god, it looks so good.
That's my ultimate camp. No chaperone in the fucking cabin.
Yeah,
You can dip, play pranks.
I think
sword
that's
fighting.
honestly one of my favorite comfort movies. 100%.
Dude, yeah, I'll put that up
Like
there too.
that is, you know, you're gonna get your good ending. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and everything about it is so satisfying.
Yeah.
When they do the pranks and the honey falls on the head and then the feathers, like
Right.
something. Ooh.
Then they end up switching places successfully.
gosh.
You know what I mean? And then the mom and dad get back together.
Oh,
Can you get better than that?
No, you can't get
You
it.
know what my favorite feel-good movie is? It's one of them. Dan in Real Life.
I don't know what that is.
Steve Carell.
What
You
is
never
it?
watched
No,
it?
I never
Watch
watched
it
it.
tonight, dude.
Dan
It's
in
a
Real
feel-good
Life?
movie. I don't want to say nothing about it.
Nothing. I'll
Just
go in blind.
Steve Carell, but he plays a serious role.
Okay.
And it's Dane Cook.
Okay.
So there's this comedy in
Comedy.
there. You know what I mean? It's not a comedy.
Yeah.
Really. It's like, it's almost like a romance, light comedy, but it's not a romantic comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Speaking of Dane Cook, did you see that meme? Because he and his longtime partner just got engaged, and she's 24. And somebody was like, "I hope longtime partner is not more than 6
Oh my
years."
God. Yeah. No, I didn't see that.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
When we were in Cali, we went to one of those comedy shows.
Yeah.
Forgot where we went. I wanted to go to the store, the comedy store,
Yeah.
but we went to some other one. And Dane Cook, like, surprise.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
he was, like, working on something or whatever. And Joey Pauli, Agron's brother,
Yeah.
he like, posted. You're not supposed to.
Yeah. Right.
But, like, he posted it and, like, tagged him. And then Dane Cook DM'd him and was like, yo, dude, like, please remove that. Like,
Oh my god.
this is just me working. I'm just, like, working on, like, to
Material.
eventually use it.
Yeah.
You know, like, no one heard this joke yet.
Right.
You know? So then, like, obviously Joey erased it, but yeah.
That's cool.
Imagine I told Joe, like, Joe got like,
How much?
tell him
How
fuck
much?
you, you know, like,
How much you want me to take it down for? Oh,
send me
that's so
500.
You know what other movie that recently came up that I really fucking love is Holes.
What?
Holes.
The best.
So
The best. Once a year minimum. Got
I
it.
was scared that you were gonna say no.
No, absolutely.
Oh my god. Well, first of all,
That's another feel good
do you
movie
remember?
right there.
Do you remember? I don't know if you did this actually in elementary. Clearly, we have different freaking elementary schools.
Yeah.
But like, you would read a book with your class. So your teacher, she would read it aloud to you, but it would be like a chapter, like a novel. So like Holes. Do you remember that?
Okay, yeah, we read Holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we read
But
Holes.
we didn't have the book. Like, I didn't have the book. We would just read, like, she would just read it to us.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, story time.
Yeah, story time. And then we obviously watched the
What
movie.
grade?
Third.
Okay.
I love that movie. The
Yeah.
book is good, but I don't remember
The
it.
movie, bro.
The movie, man. It's so good.
I think I just watched it. I watched it within the last 30 days. I promise you that.
Did you?
I guarantee
Oh my
it.
god,
I know.
love it.
I had just recently watched it.
Holes and okay. This is another book that I read in school that turned into a movie. Hoot. Do you remember Hoot?
Horton Hears a Hoot. No, I'm kidding.
Hoot.
No,
It's
Hoot, I don't
about
think so.
about like owls or something.
I believe you there, but no, I don't think so.
It's about like I don't know, people wanting to, like, you know, big people with big money wanted to tear down these trees, but the owls live there or something like that. And then It became
That
his-
sounds fucking familiar.
Yeah, and
dude.
then,
That's
like,
not Winnie
there
the
was-
Pooh though,
No, what do you
right? Maybe
Hoot.
that was a scene in Winnie the Pooh
what are you talking
with the owl.
I
Tear
don't
down
know.
the tree.
No.
That sounds familiar though.
And then there was like a homeless boy who didn't have shoes, and that's like I don't remember. So like the fact that I'm like I love this movie, I really don't remember what happened.
Wait a minute. We gotta look that
Let
up.
me just show you.
We
Really
gotta
quick.
look that up. That sounds really familiar now.
Hoot, yeah. Hoot is a hard word to say.
Bumpy, bumpty boo. Remember?
Oh my
We
God.
found it.
What?
Remember I sent you the clip of Bumpty Boo? Didn't we talk about that on the podcast? The car, the yellow car that could talk.
Oh
Hey,
yes,
Bumpty,
yes, yes,
Bumpty
yes, yes,
Boo.
yes, 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 yes.
That's my shit.
Oh my gosh, Logan Lerman's in it. I didn't even know.
Yeah, this
guy,
looks really familiar.
And this
dude.
guy
I
is
must have
from
watched this.
Hannah Montana. What's his name? Jake Ryan or something? Or is that his name in Hannah Montana?
How about
Is that?
me and Nicolette watched it, I think, like a year ago.
Oh my
the
God, Brie
Even
Larson
Stevens
too.
movie. The Even Stevens
Oh my
movie.
God, so good. When they have the peanut in the Even Stevens movie, and then they have to split the peanut. Do you remember this? And he's like, I want the end. The end is always the best. And he's right. You know, like when you like open the peanut, and then like there's like the little top.
Oh,
The
yeah, it's not perfectly smooth, and it's like
it has like a little.
like a little beak.
That's the
Almost.
best
That is the
part.
best
You take
part.
that part off. Ooh, and he was
That's a
like,
good point.
he's like, I want that, and then
That's
they drop the peanut. Oh my God.
And they all freak out.
Yeah. What's the?
And then Ren is the sister.
Mhm.
And then you remember how it ends
No.
with the cliff? We just watched it recently, me and Nicola. That's how I know so well.
Yeah.
But where like Ren like pushes Lewis off the cliff, and then the guy like freaks out.
Oh.
Because he was like pushing him over the edge.
Yeah,
kinda,
yeah.
You know, but then she literally pushed him over the edge, and he's like, "Oh my God, like it's a prank!" Like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then the helicopter catches him, and it's the other prank show
Uh-huh.
that shits on him.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
anyways,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
not
yeah.
important.
No, I do remember. Like, what kind of movie plot? Like, people are so creative. That is so funny. That was a good movie.
Gotcha.
Disney.
That's what it was. It was like, gotcha.
No, Disney was so good. Or like Smart House. Do you watch Smart House?
Fuck yeah, I watch Smart
Scary.
House.
That's a scary movie.
No, Smart House ain't scary.
Scary.
Oh, a little bit where like doesn't it flood or some shit?
Smart
Like
House.
the carpet.
It's when
used to
she
suck
like
up the
takes
cleaning.
over the house.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
Yeah, it is scary.
That was a little scary.
Because they try to. She tries to like act like their mother, like the house,
Mhm.
because they don't have a mom because
Right.
she died
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
Tries to take over.
scary.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta rewatch that one.
You're never going to though.
I will.
Yeah.
I love those movies. Disney Channel original movies, the best. 8 p.m.
What was?
Come on now.
What was like the sing along for Disney Channel original movies? Like right before it would start, there would be like Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah.
Din-
Oh man, I love that shit.
I'm looking it up. I need to hear it.
Let's hear it.
There was one, and then there was another one afterwards. Twitches.
Twitches, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Oh. A Disney Channel movie.
Oh my God! Yeah, good job.
God, the best. And then when it would be like, sometimes it'd be a movie that I fucking don't want to watch. And I'd be
Yes.
so pissed.
Yes.
You know, because you wait all night for that shit.
Oh my God.
But then you end up watching it anyways. And
Wait, okay, this one's from 2006 to 2008 because they updated it.
don't remember this at all. See, this is me in high school, you know? Yeah, I kind of remember that one a little
A
bit.
Disney
Yeah.
Channel movie.
Yeah.
But
No, why would
let's
you ever
watch
change
a
it?
Disney Channel movie. Yeah, that. Oh man.
Let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
Yeah, good job on
God,
that.
dude, that was a shit, bro. Come on now.
Oh,
Twitches though, Twitches was good, but that's one I haven't watched like many times. Maybe like that one I've only watched like if it was like on
yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. I feel like that's a little older. Like even for me, I feel like
Yeah.
maybe.
But like Eddie's $1 Million Cook Off,
Oh,
fucking Brink.
yeah.
I rewatched Brink.
We've
like,
talked about
we
this.
were-
Yeah,
did-
yeah.
we
We've
did,
talked about
yeah.
that one. But do you remember who was it? Oh, Sister. I'm just thinking about Tia and Tamara.
Yeah. Love them. Sister.
Never knew how much I missed you. Yeah. Anyway, we can move on from that. But I'm still really jealous that you got to go to sleepaway camp.
Yeah, dude, it was a shit.
And you never went to any other camp. Did you ever
That
go
was
to
it.
camp in the summer?
No,
I want to know why you guys went to camp.
because we're the shit.
So and it would be
Angus Eagles, baby.
Would be other schools there
Other
from
schools.
Warren Consolidated School? Or
Probably.
just, like,
I couldn't tell you. I had no idea.
What friends do you have now that you were friends with then? Did like Coney go to that school?
No, it was. You don't know any of them. Well, Johnny went, but he was in 4th grade. So I should ask him if he ended up going, because he's 1 year younger than me.
Okay.
So I wonder if, like, I know my sister had it. And Johnny's sister also. So Johnny's sister's 1 year older than me. And then Georgia, remember we called her for the Ouija board shit. That was a dope episode too. That was lit.
That's
live
still
call.
so crazy.
But that's wild, dude.
Yeah.
It's true. I think about that too all the time. Because people will be like, do you believe in ghosts? Say ghosts come up.
Yeah.
And my mind goes to like those types of stories where I'm like, kind of.
How can you not?
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
You know? But so I'm gonna ask Johnny.
Yeah, do that.
But I have like who's in my grade. You don't know any of them. Nursin, Noir.
Yeah.
Brandon Wyatt, Troublemaker.
Was he in the?
He was in the Bad Boy 1, and like Anthony Turner was in like the Bad Boy 1. Vlad.
Did you try to do anything while you? I mean,
To try to get in trouble.
to try to be like, I should have been in that group.
No. I didn't care that much because, like Nursin, I was with Nursin and Noir, and those are like. They're like me.
Yeah.
Like we're like similar. You know what I mean? Like sense of humor wise and like Noir more so even, you know? I've been trying to get in contact with him for like the last like 7 years.
Really?
And I just can't seem to get in he don't go on he's not on Instagram, Facebook, nothing. He was always like that. Like didn't give a fuck about anything.
Okay, well if you're listening.
Yeah, I wish.
Probably
imagine.
not.
I hope so. Noir, reach out to me, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
right. Or if anyone knows how to get in touch with Noir.
I ran into Nursin like at the gas station like 2 years ago and I'm like, is Noir okay? Like I was like, just wanted to confirm. He's like, yeah, he's cool. I keep in touch with him. I'm like, bro, give me his number or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I waited to reach out and I haven't reached out. I don't know.
That's funny.
I don't know.
Fuck, I had a question. Oh, speaking about, we were talking about the Ouija board, and I just thought of this. Do you believe in like tarot cards? You know how like people, they have the cards and they shuffle
where it
them?
tells you. I mean, I don't know. There's this one girl who she like works for me now like part-time, and she got hired in through like my coworker or whatever, and she's a medium. Did I tell you this?
No.
She's a medium. So she comes in the building and she's like, oh yeah.
And the
like,
energies?
She's like, oh yeah, like there's some crazy shit here. Like whatever, you know. She like this is just from her. She comes in and like does like a 4-corner spell.
Okay.
Where like I don't know if it's not more
like
so
a
spell,
but yeah.
more like put like a wall up. She'll put like a 4-corner,
like a force field.
like a force field, so nothing comes. So she's like, right now, like nothing. I'm not getting nothing. Like, you know, she's like, but I did that purposely because I don't want it to. They'll just start coming in. Like she gets like thoughts and like knows kind of like.
Yeah.
She can like read your mind and shit. Like knows like about your.
Yeah. The you know how like on TikTok they have like people who make videos of like, if you came across this TikTok, this reading is for you, and they have like tarot cards, and then they like do the reading for you.
Right.
I just have to watch it.
You have to watch it, right?
I'm like, let's see. Usually they don't really like align with anything that I'm thinking, but it's just so funny. Like I was watching one the other day, and it was like the person that you're thinking of. I literally could not think of anybody. Like I literally was like,
who can I think of right now?
Like I was like, think. And it was like, you guys knew each other in a past life. You guys are very connected. And I was like, ooh, I literally could not. I was like, beta, like, you know, and because if you don't think of somebody right when they say like think of a person, then I feel like you're just like making it up.
Now you're but
you know,
they almost know you're gonna do that though. Maybe you know.
I do wonder. You know,
or like if beta comes to your mind and you're like, no, I got to think of someone else.
Right, like something a little deeper because
someone random. I wanted someone random.
Yeah, you know. But I do wonder, because I'm not going to say 100% that stuff is real, but if it is real, like what? I just want to know why they have those abilities. Like what makes?
Well, like your mom knows when someone's having a boy or girl. Like, and that I believe.
Yeah.
That I believe because it's similar to my aunt.
Yeah.
You know, she can tell if you're pregnant, whether you know or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like also I know she knows. I think she can also tell boy or girl.
I'm sure she can.
I think she can tell boy or girl, but she can know. She knows if you're pregnant, even if you don't know. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But we talked about the medium car guy, the car guy.
Yes. Yeah. We talked about
that. That motherfucker blows me away. Like.
Yeah. I mean, I see things, and I'm like, I just don't. I feel like it can't be that fabricated. You know, like things have to. Some things just kind of are real. You know. Since we were talking about like elementary school and stuff, you want to talk about like school lunches?
Yeah.
Dude.
Like ABC and shit.
Well, A, B, C, D, right? There was a D too. There was a D in high school. A, B, and C in in junior high. And then there was
I only remember 3 lunches in high
lunches
school.
in elementary school or just 1? 2? 1?
Elementary school? Probably 2.
2?
That I wouldn't remember. I told you the pork story where I ate a bagel bite.
No.
A pizza bagel with, it had sausage on there.
No, you never told me this.
And I said, is this sauce? I was like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew from like young not to eat pork. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's why it just sticks with me. Like I don't eat pork,
mm-hmm.
you know. There was like little pieces of something on there. And then I go to the lunch lady. I'm like, hey, what is this? Whatever. She's like, oh, it's sausage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay, sauce. I'm thinking, you know? Because I'm like, okay, not candy pepperoni. Like, that's what I always heard. Like sausage. That was probably my first time ever hearing sausage.
Yeah.
Eat it. Go to the bathroom. Throw up.
Oh, my God.
Find out later.
You threw up from it? Not knowing what it was?
Not knowing what it was.
Whoa.
Yeah, not knowing what it was. And then it's weird, too, like I've, throughout my life, I've, like, accidentally ate it before. Like, I could count it on one hand, you know? And I'm really good with, like, asking, you know, like, or, like, knowing, like, making sure, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's happened, and, like, I'll get, like, an upset stomach and shit.
Wow.
But then I think it's, like, that's the only story where I threw up first and then found out.
Yeah.
The other times, it's like...
You found out.
I found out maybe it's like...
you're telling yourself.
Yeah, I'm telling myself whatever, you know?
No, I mean, you don't eat it. It makes sense why you would be... It would make you upset.
Right.
Wow. I got a freaking stomach of steel, man. Nothing
Do
hurts
you?
my stomach. Honestly, like, it sounds really good. That's stupid. But, like, whenever, like, all of our friends are like, oh, my stomach, you know, Liz got her lactose intolerant stuff. Beata just, her stomach hurts her, you know?
So you don't get, like, you're good with spicy?
I'm good with spicy. Like, I'm good with, like, everything. And I don't, like, the only thing I get is, like, acid reflux. But that's just, like, runs in the family. And I wouldn't say that's, like, stomach. I feel like that's, like, chest almost even.
Dude, like 2 years ago for like 3 months straight, I had like acid reflux.
It's so bad.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
yeah.
But then I haven't had it since. It's been a while.
Yeah. Some people, like my mom has it really bad. Really, really bad.
Yeah.
Robert has it really bad. It's not fun. It hurts so bad. It like you feel like you're literally burning inside your stomach, air inside your chest. But school lunches, I forgot about pizza bagels. Oh my God, they're so good. And then I was just thinking about how like I would genuinely eat like 3 Twix a day at lunch. You know how they used to sell them?
You don't want to know my fucking diet. You'll lose your shit.
Okay,
go
say
on,
it.
go.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't even know what I would eat. I would have obviously my like go-to was the mashed potatoes, the popcorn chicken inside with corn, like that.
Right. Popcorn
so
chicken
good.
slap, bro.
But you remember you would go down the line, and like there was like separate. So you had like the normal cafeteria line,
a la carte line.
Yeah.
You would go to the a la carte line. You think I ever went in the regular line?
Okay.
Never in a million years.
Right. Okay.
Never. Catch me dead in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Dude, I'm in the fucking
So
a la carte line.
Yeah. So in that line, you at the end there was always
a la carte.
A la carte. Yeah. I just kind of like let that
Good
go.
thing I corrected myself.
Yeah.
That's on the fact check.
No, but
I'd be getting texts because people text me.
Dude,
the fuck were you thinking?
I know when isn't it? It's really funny because obviously we're gonna fact check it, you know?
Yeah, but also it's like I like it because they're watching. They want to interact.
Yeah.
It's like they're a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don pissed me off with this.
Wait, what'd he say?
With this guy hasn't worked on condos because he didn't get burned or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this fucking guy, you know. Maybe I got burned. Maybe. Not burned, but electrocuted.
Electrocuted, yeah. That's just called back to last episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so my go-to was the mashed potatoes, the popcorn chicken, and the corn. Slapped every time.
Corn, yeah, no. Dude, you know my 8th grade lunch, bro?
Go.
Not every time. If I was actually hungry, I'd get, but I'm telling you 3 out of the 5 days.
Okay.
2 out of the 5 for sure. 2 bags of hot Cheetos and a Milky Way ice cream.
Oh my God.
Yep. But like the big bags, not the 99-cent bags of hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Like at the time it was like the $1.75 one.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So say it'd be like say $1.50 bag of hot Cheetos, 2 of them, so that's 3. And then a $2 Milky Way ice cream, that's my $5. Boom. every
my
time.
God.
Yeah.
Milky Way ice cream.
Yeah, because I'd eat the hot Cheetos. Boom.
Uh-huh.
And then now
Cool
my
it
mic is
down.
burning. And then I'd eat the Milky Way ice cream. Sometimes Choco Taco, which are now discontinued.
I don't know what that is.
Choco Taco?
Is it?
Chocolate Taco ice cream.
I don't think I've ever had
You never
that.
had that? They're discontinued. Now you're fucked.
Ugh.
Yeah, I used to rotate it between that
If
and the Milky
anyone
Way
has
ice cream.
any access to the Choco Tacos, hit us up.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
Dude, it's amazing. It's pretty amazing.
The Twix ice cream is,
Twix ice cream is
so
the bomb.
good. But every
Bomb.
single day I'd go down the line and then I'd always grab, because the Twix were always by like the cash register.
Yeah.
They were always there. And then you would grab a Twix and be like, I think it was like 25 cents for a Twix.
For like one of those
The small ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if, yeah, no, they were, yeah, no, I think
25 cent, probably like the ones most people give away for like a
for candy.
For candy,
Yeah,
like
for Halloween.
like this size,
No,
a little bit bigger.
I think, I honestly think it might have been like,
25 cents. Come on. Well, times were good back then.
yeah, times were good. We weren't,
Inflation fucks you.
yeah.
Now I gotta eat this Kit Kat. You want a Kit Kat?
No, what
And I told her, I'm like, get the Twix and get the Milky Ways. You know,
you like Milky Way the best? Is that your favorite candy? Or chocolate
Milky
candy?
Way. Milky Way is probably my all-time favorite, but I go through phases.
Mhm.
Twix was up there for like 5 years.
I love Twix.
Twix
so
was up
much.
there probably, yeah. For
Do you like Snickers?
I'll eat. That's the last thing I eat out of the variety
Me
pack.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, Beta and Robert love Snickers. I'm an outlier there. Yeah. But like the cookies from school were so good. Do you remember? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because I used to fucking fuck around with lunches and like breakfasts at school. I really loved how they tasted. But in the morning, we'd always go to school early and we'd eat breakfast there. And they would have those bagel sticks. Do you remember? And it was like a bagel, but it was in a rectangle form, and it was stuffed with cream cheese.
Never had that. That sounds amazing.
Oh my god! I used to eat my food. I don't know if this is like I don't know if it's like an OCD thing or like whatever it might be, but I used to always eat my food really weird. So like I would peel off like the top layer of it until it was like the soft,
The thinnest soft.
yeah.
Okay.
And then that's how I would eat my bagel stick, and then. For Twix, I think a lot of people do this, but like I would eat the edges, the top, and then the sides,
And then all you
and
got
then
is
the cookie and a little bit of the chocolate at the end.
Yeah.
And that's how
I
would
never
eat
did
it
that with
every
a Twix,
single time.
ever.
And to this day, that's how I'll eat a Twix. Like I cannot eat a Twix
Really?
like biting into it. Yeah.
I can't think where I'd bite the layer off of something.
Yeah.
Like I'd go layer by layer, you know?
Uh-huh.
But when you said to peel for when it came to the bagel sticks, that's what I used to do. I don't do it anymore. But I used to do that with taquitos from 7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm.
You know those taquitos from 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
I'd get the taco and beef taco one I'd get.
Yeah.
And it's like the rat. You know, it's a taquito. So
Yeah.
it's like rolled over.
Yeah.
So I'd unroll it
Uh-huh.
until it got to that thin layer. And then I'd eat that. And then I'd eat.
It's so
Like
funny.
when I was younger, you know,
Yeah,
but now I
yeah.
like them straight like that.
Yeah,
Fire.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I used to do that with like hot, or what are they called? Pizza rolls. With pizza rolls, I would like push out all of the filling, eat the filling, and then just have
So I used to do that
like
a lot too.
even to this day. Like to this day, I like.
I think I'll do that sometimes for the like maybe in the beginning when they're hot.
Yeah, no, I just push all the filling out. I eat the filling and then I just eat the outside
We all live
layer.
the same childhood. You know how
It's so
people say,
weird. Yeah, no, it is.
But childhood, but you're doing that now.
I'm doing it now. I still do
I
it.
forgot.
Yeah. I still do it.
But still, that's still correlates. Like we all do the same
I
shit
know.
without talking about
I
it.
know. It's so funny. Alice, if you're listening, she'll remember those bagel sticks. She used to love them so much that she would buy them for her house and like
Really,
warm up
that's
and eat them
fire.
there. Yeah. Oh my god, they were so
Well, I
good.
love like stuffed bagel minis. I'll
They're
get 'em from,
kind
like
of
Tim Hortons
they're
or
kind of
Dunkin'
like
Donuts or
that.
whatever.
Let me see if I
But
can
rectangular.
Find one. Bagel stick.
When you say rectangular, I'm thinking of like French toast.
Okay, this is them.
You know,
Bagelfuls? Or is that bagelful? They're like this.
I've never seen that. They don't look that good.
No, they are.
Is it toasted? Got to be toasted.
Yeah, they were warm. They
Okay.
weren't like toasted, but they were warm.
Warm,
So like
soft.
it was really soft, and then the bagel or the cream cheese was
Would be
like
warm, too?
warm and melted,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
very.
I like my
soft.
cream cheese cold though. It's weird.
Do you?
Like sometimes I'll get the stuffed bagel minis from like Dunkin' Donuts.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that the cream cheese is cold or hot. I like it cold.
I'm not indifferent. I like both. I think.
Like
I don't have
when
like
I
one
eat a
more than the other.
cheeseburger, it's weird.
Okay, you like when the cheese is a little
Cold.
cold. I do too.
I want the cheese cold. I'll literally keep it in the fridge, and I get pissed.
when people melt it on there.
Not pissed, but
Yeah.
like I'll be like, fuck, they brought the cheese out because it'll get hot.
Yeah.
Like, even if you set it next to the barbecue, now it's fucking melted next to the barbecue.
Yeah. So
It's hot.
do you,
I want it cold out the fridge, right in the burger.
what
feels
about
great.
like smash burgers?
That's different. Like, yeah, I love melted cheese.
Yeah,
too. I
obviously.
just love cheese in general, and I'm not mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm barbecuing, smash burgers, yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of gotta, you
Yeah.
know. But more so, like if you're cooking a regular ass patty, for some reason I want it cold. I don't know.
So I like it where so obviously I think it does this anyway because the patty is hot, but when you put it on and then the outside, like when it like comes over, is still a little bit cold.
A little hard, like
Yeah,
a little.
a little bit-
It didn't fold all the way down. It
fold-
didn't melt all the way
Yes.
down. Yes.
That's
how
what I like it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the vibe I was going for. Right there.
Yes.
Where it's still pointed up slightly. It's like halfway.
Uh-huh.
The quarter, it's like
Yeah.
45-degree angle down this way.
Yeah. Oh man, burgers. I need to eat a burger. I still haven't eaten a burger since I've been back. I want a Five Guys burger.
Dude, Five Guys. So that's what it was. Wow Burger.
Wow burger.
In Dublin, yeah.
Okay, fact check.
Apparently, it originated in Ireland. I was trying to look it up. I don't know, whatever. I think it originated in Dublin, and there's one somewhere here in America.
And Wow Burger is the one that you guys went to that was your favorite
We
meal.
went there the first night in Dublin because like, we got out of the airport, got the
Yep.
car, went to the hotel, packed up, went to the bar, I think she had a beer too, but I had a beer or whatever. Literally like 2 doors down, it was this Wow Burger. And we're like, fuck it, let's get a burger.
Uh-huh.
We just came from Montenegro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's get a burger.
Yeah.
You know? Fucking fire. It was
Yeah.
like Five Guys.
Uh-huh.
Like, it tasted almost, it was,
Okay.
you know, Five Guys is expensive as shit.
Yeah.
So it was like way cheaper, but just as good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I need a good burger and some good fries.
Yeah.
What are you gonna be for Halloween? Any ideas yet?
Yeah, but I have one idea, and if I'm not it this year, I will be it eventually. I've been wanting to be this motherfucker for.
Are you gonna say
I'm
it?
not gonna say it.
No.
I've been wanting to be. I'll say him for 10 years.
Is it a couple idea or?
That's why there's no couple.
Okay.
There's no other person.
Huh.
You know.
I wish I could guess it.
So I go to Nicola. I'm like, I
Can you
wanna
give
be
me
this
like 2
guy.
hints and then I
But the way I want to do it, it'll cost me like
a lot of money.
$1,000.
What?
Yeah.
Smear. Smear.
So it's probably better if I don't do it right now.
Yeah.
I'll just wait.
Yeah.
But Nicola said because we're going to 2 parties this year. We're going to
Okay.
Dre's,
And who's else?
and then we're going. My cousin's having one. So she said, "Your cousin's one, wear whatever the fuck you want." She's like, "I don't care." you
Yeah.
know? She's like, "But Dre's, let's do something fun together." You know,
Do you
which
guys
I
have
agree
an
with.
idea?
No, honestly, we need to discuss that tonight. I think it's coming up.
It's coming up.
Time's a
It's coming
ticking,
fast.
bro. If you wait till the last minute,
It's so stressful.
fucked.
You're fucked.
You're
It's
fucked.
not fun.
yeah, then you're gonna be like, "Oh, I really want this." Oh, Amazon says it's gonna be delivered the 29th. And
Yeah.
you're fucked.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but yeah, what I want to be, I've been wanting to be forever. No, Nicola goes, you had fucking your whole life to be it. You know, like, you
Why
now you
were
want to be, you know.
all of a sudden.
But, like, I kind of want to go ham on it, you know.
Well, I feel like you should do it when we obviously Dre's getting married, so who knows if he'll have these Halloween parties anymore.
Hope they continue.
Yeah, but if not, when like we all are established, everyone has like a home or whatever. Like I want to have like a fucking big ass Halloween party,
Like a huge one?
like just not like with randos.
You're
but
saying like a one where there's like a prize for like
yeah, well,
for like best costume,
oh my
or
God, I
best
think-
couple costume, best kid costume. You know, we
Yeah,
might-
like
who
all
knows
kids.
what's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
happen, right,
Because
right.
my uncle one year he had a big Halloween party at his house, Nata's dad, and I remember it just being. This is when the year that I was a popcorn box. I just remember it being. Do you know that?
What,
Remember-
popcorn box?
yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've discussed. this
Yeah.
before.
It was like it was the most fun party ever, and ever since then I was like, I want to do one of those. But last year I went to a Halloween party, and was there a Halloween party at Dre's last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
I think we had. I was. That's another question I was going to ask you. Did we have like 3 in a row?
What
there?
was I last year there?
Me and Nicola.
No,
were,
I don't think there was one
Han
last
Solo.
year.
Yeah, we. Me and
No, that
Nicola-
was the year before, I
Really?
think. We'll have to check. But I don't know. But last year I went to a Halloween party, and it was it was a costume contest too. Are you looking it up? Look
I'm
it up.
going to my
look-
Instagram.
Okay, look it
Just
up first.
When I posted the Han Solo shits. 2021, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe we didn't. Have
I don't
one
think
last
we
year.
had one last year. We
That's
just
fucking
went to
whack.
we just went to the U of M game, and I remember because Nata and I dressed up as Harry and
Right.
Harry and Marv, but we just did it because we wanted to do that. and we
That was
didn't have
hilarious, though.
anywhere to do it, you know. But we went to another Halloween party, but we were put into a group chat and it was like, okay, we're doing random generator and like whoever you get is your partner. So we could have gotten people we didn't even know, but luckily I got one of my friends, Blake, and we did that one painting and I won.
You did
Best
the
costume.
painting?
Remember the man with the pitchfork
Yes.
and
yes,
like
yes, yes, yes,
whatever?
That's dope. That's
I looked
badass.
like an old lady.
That's badass.
But
yeah.
I did win, and it was
Yeah.
very exciting. Yeah, it was
Good
very
shit.
exciting. But yeah, me and Nita, it's funny because I'm like, I have a costume that I want to be individually too, but me and Nita have to do a couple's costume.
Are you? You're saying for Dre's?
Yeah.
You have to do a couple one.
No, but I want to. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
fun.
funny.
It is
Yeah.
fun to do it that
No,
way.
and what we're doing is like really funny, and you know there'll be a year.
Damn, we gotta think about this tonight.
Yeah, there'll be a year
Tonight,
that
I wanna
Nita
do
and I are no longer single, and we'll have to do couples costumes with other people. So I want to do them as long as I can, you know. But no, our costume's really funny. I've been telling people, so I don't mind telling the world. But we're gonna be Michael Scott and
Oh, I knew this.
Yeah.
I knew this. Nicola told me. Yeah.
Dwight.
Michael Scott and Dwight. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope.
But
Who's Michael Scott? You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because I'm British. so,
Yeah, I agree. And
The
I
color.
was gonna say dark hair,
yeah,
but
which
she's
Nancy
also
has
dark
it too.
hair.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna say what versions of them we're gonna be to
Okay,
everybody.
dope.
Yeah. So
Um,
yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Do you have any ideas of what you and Nicolette want to be, or would you not? Tell
no,
me?
I don't think. No. We're gonna discuss it tonight. We don't really have any ideas.
Let me see.
I picked the last time,
You
so
did
it
the
kind
Han
of is up to
Solo?
her. But we'll collab. We'll collab.
That year, everyone dressed up so
Good.
well.
Yeah. Oh, so Suna's birthday's coming up.
Oh yes. Yes.
So I bought a Buzz Lightyear
Yeah.
costume, like a cheap. I'm pissed about it.
It's not
'Cause
good.
it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even know how much it was. $30. I don't know. And I bought some little extra like gloves and like the wings and shit. You know, whatever. Maybe another $15.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but initially, when I wanted to do it, I'm trying to look for a badass Buzz costume.
Right. Yeah.
Nowhere to be found other than this one guy from the Philippines
Oh my god.
who makes like these like ridiculously fucking sick costumes. They're for like cosplay.
Okay.
They're like for people who go to these fucking comic
Right.
cons and shit.
Right.
Like they do it for a living, not people that want to use it for fucking 1 hour at a goddamn party.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but obviously I was gonna say no, but I wanted to say yeah so bad.
How
But
much was it?
I DM the guy. I'm like, bro, can I rent it and like give me like a big ass security deposit? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'll leave a security deposit. I'm wearing it for like 2 hours.
Uh-huh.
Fucking $2,500.
That's-
$2,500. But it's like legit though. It's like.
Will you send me a
real.
picture of it?
Yeah, I'll send.
I
you
just want to see what it looks
and
like.
then I'll send it to the group chat, or I'll just send it to you because they're gonna be like, "Okay,
What
and then
is
I'm gonna have to
this?
explain to them.
Yeah.
But then I'm looking at all his other costumes.
Yeah.
They're all like that price, and that's not what I want to be. When I said I want to be something, it's not from this guy.
Oh.
But,
Okay.
But like he has like Mandalorian, like name it, and he does it.
Whoa. That's
Custom.
cool.
Custom.
I've always wanted to be like an astronaut for Halloween, but I don't want to like, not that whatever girls could be dressed sexy, be whatever. But I always like it to like look real, like you know,
You wanna
like
have- that's
yeah,
why I want it to be.
you
look
know,
real,
yeah. So there's probably ways to be like a sexy astronaut, but like I would rather just like actually look like an astronaut, or like I've always wanted to be like an actual firefighter and wear like the real,
The real
like,
pants.
and
You
like
want the
have,
real. You want to go real.
yeah. And like I've always wanted to be a firefighter, but I can't find anything that like looks real.
Really?
Everything's
You
like
can't?
everything's
You
like
can.
I've looked, and everything is either for like a grown ass man and like it will not fit me,
Right.
or it's like the sexy
Roll 'em up, sew
firefighter
'em in.
maybe.
And then you get the overalls, right?
Yeah.
What is it? Don't they kind of have like?
But they're like
Don't
the
they kinda
thick
come-
strapped like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
thicker up here,
saying? Like
yeah.
they're like brown and thick, and that's like what I would want.
Yeah, you want
know?
the real one.
Yeah.
You want the real one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you can. You know, huh?
I don't know.
Because I would picture them being like kind of expensive.
I'm
like the real
sure.
ones,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
200,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
150, 200 just for the pants.
See, that's why I want to be like on Halloween, like celebrity rich and famous because they
You go all out, bro.
go all out.
That's kind
Like
of
Heidi Klum, like every year. Do you know about this?
No.
Every year Heidi Klum has like
Who the fuck is Heidi Klum? She's from
she's the model. She
Victoria's Secret model.
I think I don't know.
I know exactly.
She's
who
a
she
judge
is.
on
I know who she is,
America's
but
Got Talent.
For some reason, why am I thinking Heidi From the hills?
No.
Who am I? Is there a Heidi on the hills or Laguna Beach?
Yeah.
But not her.
Yeah. It's not her.
Okay, yeah, Heidi Klum. Okay.
Yeah. Heidi. What's her last name from the hills now? Heidi.
Which one's Heidi? Is she the one
I think she's
married to the one
Spencer.
guy?
Yeah.
Spencer, yeah.
Heidi
yeah.
Montag. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Heidi Klum every year has a Halloween costume that takes like the entire day to get ready for. Like one year she was a worm and her husband was like a fisherman.
Yeah, and how did she look? Like a worm?
I'll show you. It's fucking crazy. Hold on.
Why the fuck would you choose that? I'm not choosing to be a worm, bro.
I'm gonna go through
It
all.
could be anything.
I know, but she like was. You'll see. Oh, they were Shrek and Fiona one year, and she like like legit like Shrek and Fiona. This is what she was.
Oh my god, bro! I'm scared, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
That is. It looks like bread almost, like a croissant.
Yeah,
Like, look
yeah.
at the
Oh
tail.
my god, yeah. Isn't that gross, kind of?
That
though?
is kind of gross. Yeah.
And then you see how her husband's
How
like.
uncomfortable would you be? Can she walk?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know if this is the one where they had to like pull her or something like that.
And
then
why is he like wounded in the eye?
I think it's supposed to be like a.
Like a dangerous worm, like because she's so big, like
No, I think.
like a
like-
Loch Ness monster type,
Mm,
like imaginary, like
no, I'm thinking more so like you know in SpongeBob you're not a SpongeBob fan. Never mind. The Angry Dutchman or the whatever Dutchman.
the Flying Dutchman. I
Flying
know who he
Dutchman,
is.
yeah. This
I'm
is
not
one
like
year.
a fan, but I still know SpongeBob.
I don't know what this is, like Alien.
That's
and
pretty
her
dope, yeah,
husband's
Alien,
like a this one's not that cool. Look at Shrek and Fiona.
See, yeah, that's the kind of all out I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't go all out when you got fucking 20 days to plan it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
this
Like,
was her.
that's sick.
Michael Jackson
That's
Thriller.
badass,
Isn't
dude.
that cool?
That's
Yeah, like so
badass.
she goes all out. She did one where she was like had a bunch of people dress up like her.
Oh my god, yeah,
So she like went as herself. Jessica Rabbit.
that's dope.
You know, like she just truly becomes them. It's really, really cool.
That's sick.
Like just like old lady, but like goes all out.
But-
You know? Like she looks so like it's that
Like
would-
no one, yeah,
yeah.
just an old lady.
yeah. Human
That's dope.
body. Like you know.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited for our Halloween costume. I'm gonna be warm as fuck.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Oh, I don't want to tell you what I'm. Well, I told you who I'm gonna be, but not what version of them. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be.
yeah, right.
Do you know?
Are you gonna be?
You can guess. If you guess, I'll tell you.
Okay, are you gonna be the? I think it's too easy for you.
What?
The jail Michael, prison Mike.
Oh no.
No, it's too easy.
Yeah. It's
That's
a
what I
good one
thought.
though. That's
Okay,
a good one
so,
though.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna be the one where Dwight and Michael dress up when they go to sneak in the other?
No, I know.
You know
exactly
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What's her name's working there?
Karen.
Karen.
Yeah. Yeah, with Jim.
Yeah.
I saw a really funny edit of them the other day on TikTok of all three of them. It's like Jim, Dwight, and Michael Core, and it's like every time they're together, how funny it actually is. Like you don't ever really think of them as a threesome. I feel like you kind of think of them as like duos,
Right.
you know. But them three together is
Right. the
so
best.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of scenes where they like were just different.
Yeah.
Like a little different.
Mm-hmm.
The hockey scene came to mind, but didn't know because he's just like casual there, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a Halloween one, is it? Where they dressed up as
No.
like when Dwight was. Okay. Are you going to wear? I was going to say, are you going to wear like a girl suit?
No.
Okay. You remember when Michael had the girl suit? Okay.
It's really.
Any hints?
You want me? I
Don't
can,
tell me.
Okay.
I'd rather be surprised
Okay.
if I don't guess it. But any hints?
I feel like if I give you a hint, it's gonna
Then
give
okay.
it away.
Then yeah, forget it. I'd rather be surprised.
Yeah.
Or I'll keep guessing and text you.
Yeah.
I'll be like this.
If anybody can figure it out that doesn't already know, watching and listening.
Oh right.
You can
Give us your
text me.
guesses.
Yeah. And also submit some ideas of what we should be and do.
Yeah, for
Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah, please. I wanted to say this earlier. Another thing I think about all the time,
Mm-hmm.
like the Roman Empire,
Okay.
is the fucking, like, whenever I get ready for the podcast, and I'm like putting socks on or not, I think about like the
That
guy that
guy.
commented, you know? So like, and like even like, it's weird like how often like you hear people talk about like feet pics
Uh-huh.
too, like in the world.
Yeah.
And every time I hear that, I think of the guy who commented like, yo, next time, like,
Can you
put your
take
feet
your?
closer to the camera.
No, he said take your socks off. I think because I don't.
Like
think,
next time, can you take your socks off?
should I look at it? Let me see.
That's what it was. Hey, like, great episode, but I don't even know if he commented on
he's
the
like,
episode.
he's like one little note. Next time, open your ears because I didn't even call you a bitch. Do you remember that? Hey, buddy, I have a question for you. In your next podcast episode, could you please go barefoot?
Oh my God. What's the username?
Tim Fickle 9028.
Fuck, dude.
Yep. So that
Who
was,
the hell is that guy?
and we got 3 likes on that comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little bit scaly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really funny, actually.
Mm.
You think about that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
When you're driving, you freaking get lost in that.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, who is that guy?
No, but it is really funny.
Yeah, it's weird.
Think about, okay, so like somebody commented on our video. Think about like what celebrities get, you know, like with
Right.
a ton
They
of
get some
fan
crazy
votes.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. I have on here, roast Alex.
That's what it was. Roast Alex.
Samir texted me earlier. Hey, remind
I
me.
just wanted to home a little
Hey,
bit.
remind me to roast Alex today. So there it is. I was thinking about this the other. I think somebody asked somebody it, and I was like, "That's a really good question. What is your favorite thing to be asked about?" So like the Roman Empire. I think this made me think of it because the Roman Empire guys think about it so much. They like to talk about it. They like to be asked about it because they know so much about it. So what is your favorite thing to be?
So I
asked
saw
about?
this post last night, and it was like Cillian Murphy. So it's like snippets of him like being like disinterested and
Yeah.
like doesn't really care.
Mhm.
And then it's like when my friends are talking about like such and such, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But then it's like him like laughing and like joking and it's like when I'm with my friends that like talking about, and it was like history, religion, and like the universe and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I like, being asked about shit like that.
Uh-huh. You like being asked about it or talked about it?
I like talking about it. Yeah, okay. So maybe not asked about it, but more like just love talking about that shit.
I know.
You know? Even if I'm not like just like the ideas of it.
Mhm.
Like, you know, because I'm not
an expert.
an expert by
yeah.
any means, you know. So like I just love like even hearing other people talk.
Mhm.
Like the other day we were at Nicolette's Hala surprise birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to leave because we were all like, me and like 3-4 of the guys were all sitting at the table talking about like Albanian history,
Mhm.
like in compare, and like we were talking about the Roman Empire and shit, and
Uh-huh.
like the Mongolian Empire and like just like shit like that, and I fucking loved it. You
Yeah.
know? Loved it.
I feel like because those topics, like there's just like it's never ending. Like you
Yeah.
can talk about it forever because there's just so much.
Right.
I wish that the Albanian that history was documented better.
That's word for word what I said. I was
Because-
like, that's what sucks.
yeah.
Like, and I think I said it in the last podcast too.
Did you? Maybe
I
that's
think
where
I
I got
mentioned
it
it. Yeah,
from.
like
Yeah, like it's not as documented as
right.
the
Like,
other.
and it's more like, you know, you hear like some Albanian history, and then there's someone like, say if you come across something on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see like a Greek or a Serbian or a Macedonian, and like almost debunking it. Like, that's not fucking true. Like, this actually was part of this, or like this, whatever, you know, and so you don't really know for sure, you know.
Well, even like George Castriotti, like people say the Italians claim him.
Really? No, you're thinking of Alexander the Great.
No,
No.
I think I'm thinking of the right one.
Really?
Yeah. I believe that there is something somewhere. We're going to probably have to ask Robert this because he like, or Bonnie or Robert, one of them, because they both know the
Know
freaking
that shit,
history.
right.
Yeah. Like I think it's the Italians that try to claim him.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And can you explain a little bit to the people who aren't Albanian? Because even myself, I don't know a lot about him. Like, he was an Albanian warrior.
He's an Albanian warrior who was like trained and like brought up as like a Turkish like commander,
Yeah.
almost, right? Like a general.
Uh-huh.
I don't know exactly, but I know it's like along the lines, like, once again, I'm
Yeah.
not like great with like remembering like history and shit. I think the story goes like the Turks like sent him to like kind of control like the Albanian people or whatever. And when he went there, he's like, oh shit, these are my actual people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna defend these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Fuck the Turks, you know.
And didn't he like do guerrilla warfare? Like that was
He did
like
guerrilla warfare. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Where like he would like go like sneak in the night and like attack them. And
Yeah.
like he like held a base longer than eventually they were defeated.
Yeah.
You know, but he held the base like longer than anybody fighting against like the Turkish or the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like stuff like that would be such a sick movie or TV show or
Said it
whatever.
100 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did one on ChatGPT where I was like, write me a movie script about Skender or like George Castigliotti, you know, and then it gave me a movie script,
Oh.
but it wasn't like 200 pages. It was more like 5-6 pages. But I read it and I'm like, oh shit,
You're like,
this
yeah,
shit's
that's
wild.
good.
Yeah. And it like throws in there like a wife and shit like that.
Right.
Like, you know, kind of gotta make a whole story
Like a
behind it.
plot.
But yeah, it's pretty tight. Yeah, I think because we were talking about this the other day. I think there's a woman that made a book or is making a book about it, and then eventually plans on having it made to be a movie, like currently.
Okay.
So I hope so. I mean, it's about fucking time, you know.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
like an epic movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much history, but we just like we know the bits and the pieces, but I mean, I guess that's all of history.
But there was like other Albanians that went, or there was one of like the kings of fucking like Egypt or some shit was Albanian.
Yeah, you said this, and you said that he was like half Albanian, not like fully, right, or something like that.
Yeah, and like he only trusted
the
like
Albanian like soldiers
yeah.
or bodyguards.
His
to
bodyguards
protect
were
him.
100% Albanian, shit like
Yeah.
that. And like it was in Egypt, but it was like one of those like northern.
No, I think I looked this up. I think
It was like one of those northern countries of Africa.
Yeah, I'll look it up again.
Something like that. But like Albanians branched out all over the place. There's like a thing in Scotland where the soldiers, like some of them, like the fucking badass ones, had like the Albanian eagle on their like vests and shit, or like their chainmails or whatever the fuck they wore. I don't know.
Interesting.
You know, but yeah, like
okay, so
like your armor. You know.
I'm just thinking. I don't know where the fuck this came from, but when we were at the Vatican, we saw the Swiss Army. Right?
Right.
Is that they protect
no.
the Vatican?
Is it the Swiss Army that protects the Vatican?
Is it?
Or it's like the Vatican Army.
No, it's like the Swiss or something. I think. Do you know what they look like?
Yeah, don't they got the?
They look like clowns. It's
Let me see them motherfuckers. I've seen them. I was in Rome for a day.
Is it called Swiss Army? Swiss Army, Vatican. I might be wrong.
Who guards the Vatican? Search that.
So it's not Swiss Army. It's Swiss Guards.
Swiss guards. Okay.
Yeah, and they look like little baby like
you couldn't pay me hundreds of. Oh my god. Yeah.
I was so thrown
They
off.
are silly.
And I was like, oh, look at their little outfits.
What do they got? What do they use to protect themselves? They're just.
I think it's like symbolic now that they're there
it's
still.
symbolic, right.
But I literally was like, oh my god, look how cute they look, you know. And they're like, oh, that's the Swiss Guards, and I was like, oh, that's what they look like, because Robert said something in like our group chat about them, and I had no idea of what they were, or what they did, or why they're even there. And then I saw them, I'm like, oh my god, they're little babies.
Yeah, it's
so
funny.
Cute. Well, if you want to know what I like being asked about.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Just joking. Mine's like the total opposite. I like to be asked about like TV shows, like if what I recommend, like what did I like about it, like what would I change different. Like I have, or like if I wanted to make a TV show, like what would I do? Like I could go till the end of the fucking earth to talk about it. That's my favorite thing to talk about. Obviously,
that's up there for me for
that's
sure.
all the things that we talk about on this show: history, space,
movies,
TV shows, so on and so forth. But anything else you got for our people listening? You know,
what did you have fun at that Irish pub? O'Connor's.
Oh yeah, we went to O'Connor's. Yeah, that was fun.
That was fucking lit. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to
Did it?
be. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy. So
But if there was Irish music, it would have been that much better.
Well, of course. We last week after we left here recording, we all had separate, like us two had separate plans, but then we all met up at O'Connor's, right, in Rochester.
And my favorite pub in Ireland was in Killarney, and it was called O'Connor's.
Oh wow!
It's kind of funny. Yeah,
that is funny. Yeah, and we had a few Guinnesses I had
Yeah, you had a couple, huh?
I think I had 1 or 2.
Yeah, Nita, I know she had 2.
Yeah.
Nita, I know she had 2.
Yeah. Love those drinks. They're so good. I don't know what's up with these.
Yeah, but that night turned out so fun, dude.
Yeah, and then Samir leaves the place, and we're all just like standing on the outside, and we basically like shut it down. You know, we left, and they like closed the door.
Oh,
basically.
really?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
closing
shit,
time.
Yeah.
We're leaving, and Samir's like talking to the guy that works there, and is like dapping him up, you know, and he's like, "You're gonna remember my name." That's what Samir said. He's like, "You're gonna remember my name. Like, I'm gonna become a regular here. Like, what's your name, man?" And the
Johnny.
guy, I know, but the guy tells Samir his name, and he's like, "All right, nice to meet you. I'm Samir." And then he turns around, and he's like, "I was like, Samir, what the fuck?" He's like, "I just introduced myself." I'm like, "What's his name?" You're like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Johnny." Isn't that so funny?
Oh my god, yeah.
So yeah, we'll go back. We'll become regulars. I think it's about time. We're all reaching the age of where we can become regulars at a little
right,
pub.
Right,
you know?
right. I love that place, man.
Yeah, we're actually like in the perfect age to become a sitcom. You know?
Yeah.
We're like
Right.
26
Like Friends.
to like 31 years old. Like that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's a perfect age.
It is. I want to go there again. We should go on a Sunday between 5 and 8:30. Like I said 100 times. I've repeated that
Yeah, I know.
so many times. I feel sick, but like because between 5 and 8:30 it's Irish music, and that's a good time to end it too. Like it's a Sunday.
Yeah.
Folk. It's a Sunday.
Folk
And then
Sunday.
8:30. Go home. Still a good time. Guys can go home and watch football.
Wait, is like they have like TVs there? You guys could watch football.
Yeah,
during
we
that
can watch
time?
football there. Yeah.
Nice.
So like we can watch like the 4:30 game. Get there 4:30.
Right.
Chill.
Listen to some Irish music.
Traditional Irish music live.
Nice. Speaking of football, thoughts on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
I'm happy about it. It pisses me off how people are pissed about it.
Yes, me too.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck do you care? Like, why? Now, it is kind of annoying, like, how they're, like, showing her.
Everywhere.
Like, every
Yeah.
time, like, something happens.
Well,
like,
he even said on his podcast, like, I
Yeah.
think they're overdoing it.
They definitely are overdoing it. But I'm talking about the fact that, like, they're dating.
Yeah.
Like, that part, like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Then you see people, like, mad about the fact. Like, I saw, like, there's a couple, like, conservative accounts that I follow on Instagram. And they're starting to piss me off, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm starting to get pissed off.
Yeah.
Because it's always like, like conservatives get mad when liberals are hypocritical.
Yeah.
And then they get mad when liberals call them out for being hypocritical. And then it's like, it's never ending.
never ending.
It's never ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, we're posting this because they were saying, well,
Just
that's
don't
why they're
post
posting
it.
that because
Yeah,
you're posting it, you
it.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So I'm kind of getting sick of it, but like, dude, like, enough with the vaccines.
Yeah. I know.
Enough with the like, fucking, it might as well have been water, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all the same shit.
Yeah.
It's all the same. And then like, but anyways, the reason I bring that up is because the conservative accounts like were like, oh, like Kelsey's a fucking spokesperson for Pfizer now. Like this fucking
Oh my
liberal rat,
God.
like blah blah blah, or whatever. Not a rat. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then I saw one comment. And was like, someone said something like, this is actually kind of funny. So Aaron Rodgers called Kelsey,
Recently?
yeah, he said he was like, oh yeah, because Jets played. So
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers was for the Jets, but obviously he's not playing.
23-20?
So Aaron Rodgers goes like on an interview or whatever. He's like, like Patrick Mahomes and like Pfizer boy or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So, and I like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And I'm like team Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Even when it came to that, like, cause he was like anti-vaccine or whatever. But like that pisses me off too. Cause then I see Nick Wright, who I love him. He's a sports analyst. He was like, the fucking owner of the Jets is like the heir to Johnson & Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the pharmaceutical company,
Yeah.
right? So that's who pays Aaron Rodgers his fucking paycheck, his
Exactly.
salary. Like,
So,
so
like-
don't be woke here or
And
whatever,
then-
or whatever, the opposite of woke or whatever. Don't be fucking Mr. Here, Mr.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to stand by your beliefs here, but over here, you're fucking accepting salary.
Yeah.
Go to a different team.
Yeah.
But someone commented like, playing football is way different than being a spokesperson for Pfizer. It's really not because he's a spokesperson because he's getting a paycheck for doing that commercial.
Yeah.
Like he's just getting a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like granted, if you don't believe in it, maybe don't do it.
Yeah,
for
yeah, of
something a
course,
little
of course.
more-
Yeah. But like I think yes, it is a little different playing versus being a spokesperson.
It is a little different, but if you're gonna be like that,
But
go play for
also,
fucking
yeah,
the Cardinals, bro.
exactly. You can play for another team if you want.
The fuck?
I just think it's really interesting. Like, there's like two sides of it. So you have like the side where people are like loving it, like all the content,
Taylor Swift thing.
and
Right.
like they love the
Sorry,
content.
I got off track.
No, that's okay. They love the content. They love all of it. But then there's like the other side of it where people are just so pressed about it and they can't handle the fact that like.
Even some Swifties or no?
No, I'm saying.
Is it more so?
I think it's like I really don't know which side it is. Maybe there's some Swifties too, whatever it might be. But I'm saying like people are so pressed about it. Like they hate that Taylor Swift's getting coverage. You know what I'm saying? Like who cares if they should? Like obviously they're showing her a lot. They're overdoing it for sure.
But they're getting money for views.
But I'm not pissed about it. I'm not like they need to really stop. Like who cares about Taylor Swift? Like people will be like every time there those memes. There, you know, like I just why can't, you know, I just feel like it'd be different if it like and maybe not if it was like reversed. Like I feel like if there was a situation of where somebody like was a super famous man was dating like a semi-famous girl and then like I can't
like
think
a girl athlete.
yeah,
like,
I can't think of like which situation it would be, but
like Sue Bird is like one of the best WNBA players.
I don't even
or
think,
like say Mia Hamm.
yeah, I can't think of it. I can't really think of like what
Mia Hamm and Brad Pitt.
Yeah, something like that. And I feel like it would just be taken differently.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe not because we can't have that study.
Yeah, I don't know.
I kind of feel like it would be taken differently, and not so much in the sense of like they wouldn't show Brad Pitt. They would, but I don't think people would be pissed about it at all. Like no one would be like, okay, get him off my screen now.
But I think it's so.
I think it is so overdone. I do.
It's magnified because one, Taylor Swift alone, for example, was like before Kelsey, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
People already were fucking freaking out about her,
Yeah.
right? In the sense of like she already had.
But
her
that's what I'm
haters.
saying. That's what I'm saying. On the flip, like if there was a way, so like if like Brad Pitt was going to like this,
but like say like for example, Messi or like Ronaldo, right?
okay,
Like they got like equal amount of haters as supporters, you know?
yeah,
So like Taylor Swift, but anyways, the point I was trying to make is like Taylor Swift, she's so big, like you see her concerts, like you know, fucking shit, you know, and like the Swifties or whatever, and then football season,
yeah,
boy season,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's time, we've been waiting for this.
No, yeah.
So then all of a sudden it's like bring the biggest male sport of all time, and then
But
take
don't
the
you think-
whitest all-American white whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That people already were saying like she's talentless, or why do people go crazy over her? I don't get it. And I love Taylor Swift. Like she grew on me over the last couple years. So I'm not saying that like I believe that. I'm saying like
That's what
you
they're
know
saying.
What I mean?
But that's
and
what
then
I'm
bring them together.
But that's exactly
and
what
then,
I'm
but
saying.
it's on the NFL platform. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it's like we're watching the game, we're watching it. Okay, Travis Kelce gets a fucking 15-yard first down. And we're looking at Taylor Swift on the screen. So that I think that's why it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not magnified, but like it's like in our face. So I don't think it's that. You know what I mean? It's
I know.
like
I totally understand
everything
it.
we see is the
I
hate
think
and
no.
like
I know.
the,
I
you know.
totally understand it, but I still think that like, who cares if it's like the fact that I feel like we can't not like females, but I just think that it would be perceived differently if it was like I don't think that if it was like a girls it was the girls season, the girls sport, the girls and then like Brad Pitt was dating one of the stars, we would not be like, oh
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah,
look, if you're taking our
Brad Pitt's a
sport.
bad example too because the girls love Brad Pitt too more than the guys.
Okay, yeah, no,
So
yeah, you're right.
maybe,
So I can't think of it. That's what I'm saying. I can't think. But that in itself kind of shows like guys just don't like can't appreciate like what
Right.
Taylor Swift is as much as like girls can appreciate the greatness of a man or
Right.
you know what I'm saying. And like I'm not saying this is all guys. I'm not trying to generalize it because I do
for
know
sure.
like whatever there are guys.
But generally,
But like,
regardless.
but right,
Yeah,
like
it is
the way
true.
you said, like, oh, you're bringing the all-American white girl and shoving it in our face in our sport. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it just kind of feels like icky. But I mean, I get it. It is a lot, and I think that it could calm down a bit. But I also think it's just funny. Like, it's kind of just fucking funny.
It is funny.
You know,
I
like
it.
it's just
I
funny.
Like it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and like their views went up like crazy.
The female viewership went up.
Yeah,
so
Jersey
much.
sales, Travis Kelce's Jersey sales.
Yeah.
You know,
So
like,
yeah, everyone's profiting. Okay, everyone is profiting from this relationship.
I don't think she's gonna go to the next game.
No, I think that it'll probably calm down.
She'll
a little
probably
bit.
wait for like a playoff game or
Yeah.
some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was thinking because they said that Taylor might do the Super Bowl like earlier before Usher was announced.
Oh, before Usher was
Yeah.
announced. Oh.
And so like, but then she said like, no, I'm not doing it. But imagine she was gonna do it.
Dude,
Like that'd be
crossed
so
my
crazy.
mind. That crossed my mind.
And then you know what's really funny is Usher was announced the same day the news came out that Taylor was gonna go to the first Chiefs game,
Oh,
and like
really?
nobody knows that Usher's like doing the Super Bowl
Performing?
because
Yeah.
that like outshined
Overtook
it.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and I love Travis Kelce. Like prior,
Yeah.
like I always liked him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He's a fucking G, and like, but I was telling Nicolette, like, he's the best tight end ever.
Yeah.
Like, the other best tight ends ever agree he's the best tight end ever.
That's cool.
It's either him or Gronkowski.
Okay.
Like Shannon Sharp, you know Shannon Sharp?
Yep.
Like, he admit, like, Kelsey's the best.
Yeah.
Fucking, like Tony Gonzalez, like, he admit Kelsey's the best. Like, Kelsey's the best tight end of all time.
That's awesome.
You know, so.
And Taylor Swift's the best pop artist of all.
Is she?
She
Would you say
fucking-
so?
Man.
Pop artist, would you
Maybe
say so?
pop. All of it.
Because
Yeah.
like Britney Spears, like who
I
else
think
is like
that,
a pop artist?
I think that to me, Taylor's so, this is like so stupid, but she's so special because she can do both. So she can do folklore, and then she can also have like her poppy songs that are like so famous.
Radio hits
Yeah,
and shit.
radio hits. And like, I think that, I don't know. And to me, like, she's so good at lyrics.
I think her lyrics are so basic though, but listen.
Okay.
But I like it because it's like a story. And I love it, like, because I'll go through it with like Nicolette, you know, or she'll go through it with me. But like, it's interesting, like the clues and like the music videos.
Yep.
Like, I love the clues.
Yeah.
Like, she'll be like
Like her
look,
Easter
you see,
eggs.
like that, like the Easter
Yeah.
eggs and shit. Like, I like
So,
shit like that,
I
like
do
little
think-
surprises,
yeah.
little bonuses where fans can like do
Yeah.
like a little puzzle and work something out.
Yeah.
Oh, when she says the red scarf,
That means
that
this.
symbolizes
her virginity.
virginity,
Yeah.
like, or whatever. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I feel like her lyrics, there are some that are very like simple and basic, but some of them are so freaking like, it's like a poem. Like literally, like they did this thing where it was like, is it Shakespeare or is it Taylor Swift lyric?
Really?
And people could not decipher the
No
difference. Maybe
shit.
we'll do that next episode. Do something
Yeah.
fun
Okay.
like
That's
that.
kind of fun. Yeah.
But
yeah.
but yeah, and it's.
I didn't mean to say she's not a
No,
great.
no,
I
no,
never,
no.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
listen to her enough.
I'm not gonna like
I
fight
don't-
somebody to death for
Right.
not
Right.
agreeing
But I
with
really
that.
don't even know.
Yeah.
I really couldn't tell you yes or no. I could because I don't. I listen to songs I listen to, and it's
Yeah.
more like
Yeah.
it's just on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
so than like take this motherfucker in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, but I support Taylor and Travis. So
I support.
however long it lasts, I
Yeah.
hope they have fun.
I just always think with these like celebrities, like you kind of feel bad, like it comes to an end.
Yeah.
Like it does though.
It does.
Just fucking does.
I
like
know.
who's breaking up? Is someone breaking
A
up? and
lot
they've
of
been dating for
people.
like no, but they've been married for like 30 fucking years. Like,
Hugh Jackman and his wife are breaking up
and how long they been together?
like 30 years, I think.
See what I'm
something
saying? Like it's
that,
just
or
like what the
20
fuck is
years.
going on? Like
Yeah.
30 years, bro.
It's like breakup season right now. Like so many people are breaking up and getting divorced and all that stuff. It's crazy. Well, even like Taylor, like her and her boyfriend broke up after 6 years. Like that's a long time.
That's a long time.
That's
yeah.
a long
I didn't
time.
expect that.
Well, you know what's
when I
crazy
found
is
out.
that everyone's like, she dates people, so many people, and it like she actually is kind of a relationship girl in the sense of like she had a 6-year relationship, she had like a 3-year relationship before that with Calvin Harris. Like she has
She dated Calvin Harris.
yeah, and she's had like those small short stints, obviously, because who doesn't? But especially in that world, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like people don't know her. Okay, I'm like I won't fight for her. No, I really will. But anyhow, that's all I have for today.
Yeah. Anything else?
No. All right. We're going to try to start having guests back on.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll get something planned for next week. If not, we'll just continue to talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah. It's whatever the hell else you want to.
Thanks for being
Thanks,
here.
guys.
Thanks for returning. Love y'all.
Peace.
Bye.